Greatest thing if you need to incorporate in your life, the most important spiritual quality is that aliveness. Otherwise, what is the use living like a vegetable? That's not what a human birth is for. No? By restricting yourself, or by not being your original self, or not being able to speak your mind. And this is what we call satya, right? The alignment of thought, speech and action is this, no? What we carry inside is there on our mouth and it is there in our hands. That aikya, as we call it. Kaya, vacha, manasa together. This is what it is. Letting yourself be seen.
Can you repeat what is that?
The alignment of thought, speech and action, kaya, vacha and manasa. All these three, when they go together, that is when you are letting yourself be seen, you are letting your original self be seen. It's okay if you are hated for that. But at least you are alive. That's what is going to keep the emotions moving in you. Otherwise, you will become an emotionless person who appears like a silent, sorted out person. That is the biggest trap in emotions. Emotional flatlining, it is called. And most of the people feel that a lot of the people who choose a lot of sadhana therapies or sadhana modalities, they end up being emotionally flatlined person, assuming as if that is moksha. That is not the warm silence, it is a very cold silence. There is no enthusiasm in that silence. It is just a dead silence. Silence which is throbbing is the real silence. And which in salt and pepper has all the wholehearted living. This is wholehearted living. Your heart is fully operational. Your heart is operational in the form of agony also, in the form of ecstasy also, in the form of fear also, in the form of courage also, in every single form. And you cannot say I will have only courage and will never have fear. Like in Padayatra, if you see, it is both together always. Now, fear is also there, no? From time to time. Milega, nahi milega, ghar ye hoga, nahi hoga. But along with fear, there is excitement. They will always be together. When we numb ourselves to one, we will numb ourselves to another. When you take a risk, there is always the stress and there is the thrill. They will go together only. If you don't want the stress, you will not get the thrill also. And that's a stupid way of living. Most of us say, oh, stress is too difficult, I don't want the stress. Okay, I might as well not have the thrill and I will live a normal, simple life. But then that simple life is not as simple as it appears because it festers. Do you understand this point? The stress and thrill will always go together. And you have to be open to the stress to experience the thrill.
I think physically also you feel that when you go on a cartwheel, you're getting those sensations and you experience that thrill.
Yeah.
You get that enjoyment out of it. So that stress is there.
Yeah.
But at the same time you have the thrill.
Thrill also. They'll always go together. It's not that one is not there, Always go together. There's no thrill without the stress and there's no stress without the thrill. And there's a worse kind of stress, which is not this stress. The stress which comes with thrill is a far better stress. When you live a life where you shut down and what gathers within you, that is the worst type of stress. That one is the healthy stress. This one is an unhealthy stress.
When we affirm, like I want to be calm and peaceful, that's what we affirm.
Yeah.
Like one of the affirmations.
Yeah.
But at times we get angry over certain things.
Yeah.
So then we are contradicting our affirmations as well. So it is good to get angry and getting it out, or rather suppress the anger and be calm. Showing you.
What do you think? अभी इतना 1.5 घंटा लेक्चर दिया अभी तुम्हें बताओ
बाहर निकालना है फिर वो फिर वही होता है ना फिर that's what we visualize or we affirm that I want to be calm.
So that's why I'm telling you it's better to affirm I'm alive, I'm full of life, I have all the colors in me.
So that will contradict.
But you affirm this. Yeah, and calmness is also a color in that.
Calmness is also a color.
Yeah, and most of the times calmness is beautiful. 90% calmness ही रखो, वो affirmation भी रखो. और ये जो 10% डिस्कम्फर्ट के लिए हम ओपन नहीं है ना, उसकी वजह से वो कामनेस के अंदर से पूरा जूस निकल जाता है. वो स्मशान वैराग्य है.
वो कॉम्प्लेसेंसी होता है.
स्मशान वाला कॉम्प्लेसेंसी है.
But
प्यार से भी समझाया जा सकता है।
हाँ, वो anger
This is
express
wrong.
करना-
एंगर को एक्सप्रेस करना नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं, एंगर का मतलब खाली एंगर एक्सप्रेस करना नहीं है। एंगर तो आप एंगर में बॉयल भी हो सकते हो ना, हो ना खुद ही बॉयल, वो इमोशनल मूवमेंट है, वो भी कोई गलत नहीं है। To, you know, that is the problem with a lot of this spiritual work. Most of the people don't even want those emotions. You know, we always want to move to the what we call the positive emotions. That's where we lose the aliveness. We should be open to everything. Only then the opposite thing will come. You know. Why do they say that people make the best love after fighting? Because emotions move. You know, after you have fought, again that emotion, because it is moved, it is going to become delight. You don't allow the emotion only to move, then you are a vegetable. So I am not saying you be in anger all the time, but I am saying that if it comes, you allow it to come for a while, and it is going to move itself into joy immediately. It is going to move itself into romance immediately.
The best example is the most loving husband and wife. They always fight a lot.
Yeah, that's a truth. That is research work. Or that fight is like that fatakada wala fight. The bomb never happens. You know, the bomb never happens in that.
Because there's no grudge. It's
Because it's let out ना immediately. It's let out. किसी ने इसने बोल दिया, इसने मुंह बना लिया, ठीक हो गया, चलो वापस आ गए. That's what life is. You know. And then gradually understanding increases. वो फटाकड़ा भी कम हो जाएगा. But that does not mean कि तुम कुछ भी मत होने दो. फिर वो कोल्ड वॉर वाला साइलेंस है. और वो साइलेंस तो साला लिवेबल ही नहीं है, वो तो लिवेबल ही नहीं है, वो तो तुम बोलेगे उससे अच्छा झगड़ा करो, यस और नो, वी विल से अरे झगड़ा करो बाबा, ये पैसिव एग्रेशन नहीं चाहिए।
पर सर्टेन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम फैमिली से पर करते हैं, पर फैमिली की बातें समझने लगे, भले ही झगड़ा करेंगे पर 2 दिन बाद वापस आ जाएंगे। सो
द फैक्ट इज कि तुम्हारा प्रेम ही इसीलिए है क्योंकि झगड़ा है नीचे। इट इज अ फैक्ट, it cannot sustain. Most of us are trying to divide the universe into 2 parts and then say I don't want this, and a north pole cannot exist without a south pole. तो प्रेम में इतनी ज्वाला इसीलिए है क्योंकि नीचे में है फ्रिक्शन है, झगड़ा है, सब है। हाँ, खाली वो प्रपोर्शन में हम गड़बड़ कई बार कर देते हैं। तो आई एम सेइंग ये जो नेगेटिव, सो कॉल्ड नेगेटिव जिसको हम बोलते हैं, लेट दैट नॉट टेक ओवर योर लाइफ, बट दैट डज नॉट मीन यू डोंट अलाउ इट टू बी देयर ओनली।
That means fighting is good.
Yeah. But when you go overboard with it, it is a problem. Understand this.
इंटेंशन नहीं होना चाहिए।
Otherwise, it will be no fighting. Now means again at the same time there's no juice in the marriage. You know, once in a while वो थोड़ा बहुत होते रहेगा तो वो juice को भी बनाए रखता है. Do you get this point? Otherwise, it becomes a very dead relationship. You know?
No excitement.
Yeah. So neither should we go too much and overboard with it. You know कि make कि fighting ही तुम्हारा relationship हो गया.
We should really-
But nor should we create a cold war कि ऐसा peace जैसा दिख रहा है सब कुछ पर अंदर गड़बड़ चल रहा है.